Hello, my dear friends. You're welcome on our channel. In this video, we're going to discuss the most important events that took place during the previous hours. We have a lot of very interesting updates too. So let's start. The Ukrainian delegation to the United States held meetings with leading defense companies, Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, and RTX, which produce missiles, aircraft, and air defense systems. The Ukrainian delegation, led by Prime Minister Yulia Svyridenko and National Security Secretary Rustem Umerov, recently held high-level meetings in Washington with major U.S. defense companies Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, and RTX to negotiate expanded cooperation on advanced air defense systems, missiles including Tomahawk long-range cruise missiles, and aircraft as part of a large-scale arms deal. Alongside military discussions, the delegation focused on strengthening Ukraine's energy resilience ahead of winter and intensifying sanctions pressure on Russia. These talks come ahead of President Zelensky's planned summit with President Trump, aiming to secure critical defense capabilities to protect Ukraine's infrastructure and maintain pressure on Russia to end the war. Russian Ministry of Defense claims full occupation of Oleksiivka, of Dnipropetrovsk region, and Novopavlivka village of Donetsk region of Ukraine. The Russian Ministry of Defense claims to have achieved full control over the villages of Oleksiivka in the Dnipropetrovsk region and Novopavlivka in the Donetsk region of Ukraine, according to their recent statements. However, these claims are unconfirmed by Ukrainian officials and independent sources. Ukrainian military forces continue to assert control over these areas, and fighting persists in the vicinity, with ongoing Ukrainian counterattacks and evidence of continued resistance. The situation remains fluid, with recent reports indicating active hostilities and Ukrainian efforts to regain control despite Russian assertions of full occupation. Vladislav Ivanenko will temporarily act as the head of the Dnipropetrovsk Regional State Administration. Vladislav Ivanenko has been temporarily appointed as the acting head of the Dnipropetrovsk Regional State Administration by President Volodymyr Zelensky following the dismissal of Serhiy Lysak, who is set to lead the newly established Odessa City Military Administration. Ivanenko was the deputy head of the Dnipropetrovsk Regional Military Administration and formerly led the Kiev District Police Department in Odessa. This appointment comes amid ongoing administrative reshuffles and reflects continuity in leadership during wartime conditions in the strategically important Dnipropetrovsk region. The Odessa City Military Administration will be headed by the head of the Dnipropetrovsk Military District, Serhiy Lysak. The corresponding decree appeared on the website of the President's office. Serhiy Lysak, the current head of the Dnipropetrovsk Regional Military Administration, has been officially appointed as the head of the newly established Odessa City Military Administration by President Volodymyr Zelensky, as confirmed by a decree published on the President's office website. This move comes amid administrative reshuffles related to wartime governance, with Lysak moving from his leadership role in Dnipropetrovsk to oversee the military administration in Odessa, a strategically important city, to strengthen its defense and administration. Russian aviation launching glide bombs towards Zelenodolsk, near Kryvyi Rih. Russian aviation has been launching glide bombs towards Zelenodolsk, near Kryvyi Rih, as part of ongoing missile and drone attacks in Ukraine. These glide bomb strikes are part of Russia's broader aerial campaign targeting key Ukrainian cities and infrastructure, including energy facilities and civilian areas. Ukrainian officials have reported damage and casualties from such attacks, highlighting the urgent need for enhanced air defense systems to protect against precision aerial weapons like glide bombs and drones. Explosion was reported in Pavlohrad. On the night of October 14 to 15, the city of Pavlohrad in the Dnipropetrovsk region of Ukraine was struck by Russian drone and missile attacks as part of a large-scale assault on the area. Ukrainian air defenses shot down 37 Russian drones during the attacks, but several Shahed drones still hit their targets, causing fires and significant damage to energy infrastructure, industrial facilities, and transport assets in Pavlohrad and neighboring communities like Kamyansky and the Slavhorod Hromada. One 9-year-old man was injured and hospitalized in moderate condition due to the strikes. Power outages were reported in Pavlohrad following the damage to critical infrastructure. Pavlohrad has become a key humanitarian aid hub for evacuees from nearby front lines, making these attacks particularly impactful on both civilian life and logistics. The assaults form part of Russia's persistent campaign of aerial bombardments, targeting Ukrainian cities with missiles, drones, and artillery to degrade Ukraine's ability to sustain defense and civilian resilience.